Welcome to the Rainbow Gateway Oracle. Thanks for coming in, Virgo. This is a reading for Virgo placements, sun, moon, rising, all placements. This reading is timeless. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. We have readings for sale in the description box. Feel free to check those out. In the future, we're going to have subscriptions and we're going to get some romance stuff going. But right now, we're just seeing what pops out. And we're going to start with the Mother Mary Oracle and see what this message wants to say to you. I appreciate you being here. And here we go with Our Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth. And we're going to read about this here. What's coming out? Number 28. So this can be, regarding relationships with others. It can be relationships with others that are karmic. It can be relationships with others that have to do with finances, business, things like that. We have, I champion your growth always. I know when hard edges are best to be softened and when it is time for you to receive reward for efforts made. Allow me to help you release a karmic pattern so that you can now be reborn into new consciousness. Allow me to help you heal your life from the inside, that the outside may change and reflect your inner beauty and spiritual light. I am bringing you assistance now that a force beyond your control may be softened and your successful growth assured. Your life story spans further than you may imagine. You might believe that your past or your anxiety or hope about the future is what matters most in unfolding your life story, but this is not the case. The Divine Mother sees with vision far broader than our own. She has insight beyond the veils of time and space. She understands that there are invisible karmic forces at work in our lives, building circumstances that are both challenging and uplifting. She understands that karma is not punishment, but a chance to learn and grow, whether that be through challenge or opportunity, which she sees as one and the same. She knows, however, that we could often benefit from her help because although we have all the power we need in order to choose how to respond to karmic circumstances in life, we might be struggling unnecessarily to master our lessons. In such instances, she offers her intervention on our behalf. Like divine training wheels, the assistance of the Mother supports our journey, but she doesn't take all the work. And therefore, the valuable and essential spiritual learning that leads to personal growth out of the equation. Our Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth comes at a time when there is karmic heaviness around you. This is not a bad situation, nor is it a punishment of any kind. The more advanced a soul, the more challenge it is capable of taking on. Don't imagine that your struggles indicate that there's something wrong with you or your life. As frustrating as they may be, those struggles, especially the big heart struggles with those things that hold much meaning or value for you personally, are a sign of a big soul going through the spiritual growth. Okay. So we have the mermaids coming out here. So whatever you're going through, I do feel like this is related to, relationships in your life, obviously with karma and the rebirth here. Sanctuary. privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. So you're being urged right now with the ocean of rebirth and the sanctuary with the mermaid in the tub here. Like, you're really being urged to, and we have 2 28s in a row right here. This is a 28, and that's a 28. I love that. So this is definitely a time for you to be resting, meditating, getting spiritually cleansed, physically cleansed after everything you've gone through here. Halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Yeah, this was a huge lesson that you've gone through, I'm getting here. And this is your confirmation that this is imperial knowledge that's coming through to you through your experiences. Like, this is coming through like the crown chakra to me. That's kind of what it's feeling. It's like it's coming down. So allowing the download from the universe to come through and recognizing too that you have to learn your lessons, and hindsight is always 20/20, as they say. You couldn't have done it any different. You couldn't have done it any better. And you did the best with what you could at the time. And that's all you can do. Because we can look back and we can see how things could have played out maybe, 10 different ways. But it didn't. We have the way that it did play out. It is what it is. Learning to accept that everything happens in divine order, but that doesn't mean that that's what our ego mind thinks should be happening. What I think that I want to do for the day doesn't always happen because the spirit guide has a different trajectory for me. So I'm following my intuition. I might think I'm getting into something for the day, and I find out that my spiritual path takes me somewhere completely different. Like, my plan changes. The universe will often set up a plan for us and then change it. So we have to learn not to be attached to the way we think things should look. Not to be attached to the way our life is playing out. Because ultimately, there are things beyond our human comprehension that we need to understand we're learning. And we have the dolphin caller here. Pure, joyful friendships, loving help. This is ocean too. If you don't live by the ocean, maybe you need to be moving to the ocean, or you're going to be moving to the ocean. This can also just be speaking to the ocean of consciousness, oneness, your spiritual elevation here through this process. But there's definitely a lot of salt water here, Epsom salt baths, however this is applying for you, okay? This is about really learning how to call in your own joy, how to stand really strong and realize that the waves can't hurt you ever. And you always are observing the waves in your life, the emotional waves. You're always observing it rather than being in it. But you are definitely mastering something here. And I feel like it's really, it's as if your elevation is now going to be, that there's this, because it's the dolphin caller and I'm seeing all the dolphins in the water too. I feel like with your spiritual elevation is going to become, like you're going to have a following, or, it says joyful friendships, loving help. It's like you're your family, your soul tribe, your ohana, whatever that is for you. I feel like you're getting the help you need, or you're going to be having a following. People are going to see the elevation that you go through, and they're going to want to be in that elevation too. So they're going to want to know what you did to get through it all and stuff like that. So, you know, once you've processed this lesson, you're going to, you know, see a whole different world around you, I feel like. I feel like this has been a healing of, you know, your inner child self. This could also be healing between, you know, mother and child. This could be you having healed your mother wounds, like you have mommy issues, whatever, or, you know, like you've healed your inner child from that. Now you'll be able to help others. Whoa, there's this blast coming through here. Serious star blessings. It says, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Now, pushing through is only good when your intuition's telling you to do that. Sometimes our intuition tells us to do things maybe we're not prepared for, but we know it's right for us. And other times, you know, we need to know the difference. We need to take that rest. But you're being asked to proceed here, to continue with the what you've been doing for yourself. And we have more mermaids coming out. So there's definitely like a karmic reward coming in. Vulnerability, open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. Okay. I feel like there's definitely been some healing here in regards to intimacy issues. The universe is trying to help you so that you can allow yourself to be open with other people instead of having a completely closed heart. And, you know, a lot of times what happens with trauma when we're real young is that, you know, we wall ourselves off and we can't allow ourselves to feel vulnerable. You know, vulnerability, when you get a sense of vulnerability, when you've had a lot of, you know, trauma in life, it almost automatically turns to panic or fear. Like, you can't even get that sense of vulnerability. It just goes straight to fear. I feel like there's been a layer of fear cleared away here. Like, there's an ability now to be vulnerable with others. This is encouraging you to be vulnerable with others if it's been something that has been challenging for you. There's a sense of harmony and wish fulfillment here in it. Like, you know, it's like finally being able to let people in, perhaps. Something like that here. You know, allowing others to catch you. That might, you know, asking for help, that might feel vulnerable too. Our Lady of the Inner Gate. Yeah, the inner gate. This definitely is having to do with the opening of a heart chakra here and allowing for that opening. It's like it's finally happened, you know. I feel like there's been a lot of work here. And it's like finally getting that opening. Let's see. What does Spirit want to say to take this reading away? Here we go. Lemurian seed codes. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. There's more ocean energy. Lots of ocean energy here. I have a message for someone here. Your purpose in life is not to control your life. You have no control over your life. You're not making the decisions in life in the way you think that you are. You're really not. It seems as if, I can make a choice to go left or right, and then I have to deal with the consequences of that. It is like that from one perspective, but from a higher view, it's not like that at all. But until you step through the gate to see the higher view, you don't quite, you're not able to transmit. It's like it doesn't transmit to you when there's that overwhelming controlling behavior that's coming out. It's like it's difficult for you to make a choice from your heart is what I'm getting here, because of the fact that there's sensitivity here that's being blocked. It's like there's a sensitivity here to energy, but it's distorted. It's like the sensitivity is not accepted. So you're not accepting the emotional sensitivity and not accepting that vulnerable part of yourself. It blocks you from opening that up. So it's like recognizing the control issues and why they're there in the first place is going to be really helpful for you. It's not bad to have these kinds of issues. It's childhood trauma, really, and we can learn to behave differently. We have to understand what's driving our subconscious motivations. Like, what's your subconscious drive? Well, most of our subconscious drive, it's to survive, to live. And when we're not really aware of what our motivations are underneath the surface, we're not seeing clearly. And it's not easy to look at the things that are under the surface either. And you certainly can't really look at the things under the surface if you're not allowing yourself to embrace the sensitivity first. So having to allow yourself that vulnerability, it may not be easy for you to do. This is like what the universe is needing you to do, though. So it's like perhaps you haven't gone through this rebirth yet, but it's on the horizon. It's like having to allow yourself to relinquish control first, and then this is going to really open up beautifully, okay? So that's really what you need to see, and you can use crystals to assert acceptance to oneself. Rose quartz would be a really good stone for you. I'm also recognizing that celestite is a good stone for you. And rhodonite. Okay, what else, Spirit? Here we go. Some more hidden worlds here. I love tarot and oracle decks. I definitely really appreciate playing with these cards. There's so much information and good vibes that go into these. Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, origin. There's an awakening, and that's really all you need to know. There's an awakening here. And it might make you feel crazy for a while and like you're not yourself yet. I'm seeing this as like your soul self in a way. And it's like there's this energy of going through changes in your energetics. So you might have had some sign changes in your progress chart perhaps, or something like that. Some major house changes, some major sign changes. And like what I'm getting is that your energy is really not anything like it used to be. And it's rare what you're going through is what I'm getting, because like the aurora borealis, it's, you know, it's not seen by everybody is kind of what I'm getting. Not everybody gets a chance to see that in this lifetime. And your process, what you're going through, not everybody gets to go through that in this lifetime. And the universe wants you to know that you can take as long as you need. But this is definitely your new beginning is what I'm getting here after, like, you know, like once this lesson comes through all the way for you. Let's see what else we got here. Stargate heart. Heart chakra opening, unlocking, generosity. Yeah. This is it's like in a metaphorical sense, it's nighttime right now. And it's going to be dawn very soon, okay? And you have been waiting for the dawn for longer than perhaps you would like, okay? But this is the heart chakra opening, and it's going to take whatever time that it needs to happen. It's not always easy to be patient as we go through these processes. And the gift, present, honoring, offering. We have 39 here. Look at this. We have 39 here too, twice. 39, 39, 28, 28. I feel like that's really... it's really talking of wish fulfillment to me, and a real sense of abundance coming through, like the karmic rewards, the floodgates. It's like that's what's coming with this card here, the Stargate heart, because it's like this chakra opening We have all these heart opening things here. We have the heart here, and then this one, and then this one. It's like the waterfall's coming through to cleanse you. So you might be going through an emotional process right now, but it's like, it's almost like this energy here where it's dark, it's still dark out. It's like now the morning is here, and like this is now you. There's this sort of like, you see how it's more opaque here, and it's more like ethereal, if you will, and there's like more, it's like watching something slowly materialize. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, you know, magical beings when they sort of, you know, blink out and blink back in, like Bewitched or something like that. You know, it's like, or what am I getting now? I'm getting like Star Trek. The transporter room, you know, when they beam up and down. That's kind of what this feels like. It's like, but it's like you're materializing. So you're not fully materialized here, but here you are, okay? Like, and it's bringing this waterfall of cleansing, healing emotions. It's not going to be, you know, debilitating emotion. It's going to be healing. It's going to be healing coming through you. And crystals are going to help you right now. I feel like you're on the precipice of the rebirth. Like, you know, it's like as if you've been really going through hell for quite some time now, and you're like, when the fuck is it ever going to shift? It's getting ready, okay? We have Orion activation and Earth Star activation. Supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. Anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. Yeah, things are getting ready to really open up for you, is what I'm getting. It's like doors in your life are going to open, opportunities are coming in. I mean, this is a real more ethereal, cosmic kind of a reading, and it's not necessarily specific as to what types of things are coming into your life, but I feel like big doors are opening. It's important to stay grounded and have a disciplined practice like yoga or stretching or whatever it is for you that brings you closer to the earth. But that's, you know, something that you do regularly. It's a discipline. It's not, oh, I'll just do it once a month or whatever. Like, it's something you do several days a week to stay grounded. We have Order of Melchizedek. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Don't give up here, okay? You're almost there. You're almost to the breakthrough. That's what it is. You're almost to the breakthrough here. Don't give up, okay? If it seems like there's something in the way and like it's not open yet, like there may be one last thing that you have to move through. Is kind of what I'm getting. Because it's like this door is like open. It's clear. You can just cruise right through it. But this is like, it's like one final thing that you have to go through here before this stargate for your heart is going to open up. It's like one last thing. You're not quite materialized yet, but you're almost there, okay? You're almost there, and you're always right where you are right now. And there's not really anywhere to get to. It seems like we have to get to something. We have to get to the other side of the pain, the other side of the experience. We want to get through the tunnel. It's really hard to be here now in it. And that's the thing that the universe sort of forces us to do, is to just be in it, allow it, and it will wash through you. Okay? I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for being here at the Rainbow Gateway Oracle. We really appreciate you so much. And I hope that this reading was inspiring and helps to give you some faith and some hope that the light is at the end of the tunnel. You're so, so, so close to it. Don't give up. You got this. You've worked so damn hard already. Don't give up at the last day, okay? Much love to you.